Shit. Fuck. What the hell? Jesus. Fuck. Are you serious? Jesus Christ. No. Fuck. God damn it. I hate my life. Oh shit. Come on. Oh. Okay. I didn't miss it. Yay. Mayu. Sekiro. No. What the shit? Oh yeah. That's the best I've done on that phase. God damn it. Oh my god. No. Motherfucker. No! Why? Oh my god. Jesus. Oh my god, what? Come on. Oh my god. No. Jump towards him and jump on him. Jesus Christ. No, fuck. God. Okay, last phase. Fuck. Fuck, I thought I jumped at the fuck! This is ridiculous. Oh my god. Yes! Oh my god, I just sworn I fucking jumped. No! Jesus Christ. No, come on, stop playing like a fucking idiot. Fuck! Jump! Oh my god. No! Shit! Shit, I was so close! It's the closest I've ever got! No! Alright guys. I am dying. This is my last video. Just kidding. I have been sick for a while, and I'm still kind of getting over it. I'm mostly over it, but I'm still coughing, which is really irritating. So I'm probably gonna be coughing a lot and not being able to talk very much so in this video. Anyways, I am very sorry that that video with my sister happened, with her reviewing Paddington. It was really disrespectful to me that she would take my camera and just make her own video. I did upload it anyways because, you know, I felt like it's better to have some content than no content. But regardless, I had promised that my next video was going to be a gaming video after the Lego video and the Taylor Swift video. And then after that, I'll finally make a video about video games. I promise. So I'm sorry that happened. My sister, she's kind of a bitch. Alright, so this is another episode of How's It Going? I think it's episode 13, although I might be wrong. I'm not the best at keeping track. And this might be a long update video just because there's a lot to update you guys on, so sorry if it's kind of boring. Anyways, that bit at the start of the video was me playing Sekiro, trying to beat the final boss. I didn't beat it. I almost beat it that one time, so that irritated me. So technically, this was a gaming video, right? Just like I promised. The next video will actually center around video games. Okay, so the main thing is I took a break from uploading videos, obviously. I was very burnt out from making YouTube videos after finishing the Infamous review. I thought I could just go back and keep on uploading, but it took a lot out of me finishing the Infamous review and it made me not want to work on videos for a little while. So yeah, I really needed the time off, and I think it worked. By the way, the Taylor Swift video that I did was recorded before I went on break. I just didn't edit and upload it until after I got back from taking a break from making YouTube videos. So, one of the main things I did on my break is this. You might be wondering where the hell I am right now. This is not my normal YouTube set. This is actually my bedroom, which I have completely redone. It was totally different before and very simple and messy, very, very messy. So I've really taken my room and turned it into something that I really enjoy living in, which was not the case before. Sort of the main thing is I turned it into a little movie theater. I have a projector screen here, as I showed when I was playing Sekiro, and right now Mad Max Fury Road is playing on it. But also there's lots of cool other things in my room, such as like a ton of Lego things. I have this lava lamp. I was hoping it would heat up enough to bubble by the time I was recording, so I don't know, maybe by the time I finish recording the video, it'll be bubbling. Or oozing, if you prefer. So this right here is a synthesizer. Which is cool. I want to learn, I'm dying, how to use this thing really well. I don't right now, I'm not all that musically talented, but I do enjoy playing music, so it would be cool to actually maybe get good at this over time, but for now, I'll just demo you a little bit of music that I can play for now. I fucked up! That was a Taylor Swift song, except played sort of shittily and slow. Anyways, in a future video, it might be cool to do like a little bit of a room tour or something. I mean, I don't know, that's such like a cheesy YouTube video idea that feels unoriginal, but I am really quite proud of what I've done with my room, so it might be nice to show off. Tell me if you want to see that in a future video, and maybe I will. So with my room being all nice now, I actually haven't been in my YouTube set for a while now. I've actually taken quite a few things from there and put them in my room. So now my YouTube set sort of just looks like shit, and my... Oh, fuck! So my desktop is still broken. I haven't fixed it yet. By the time this video is uploaded, hopefully I will have got it fixed, actually. Alright, other things that happened while I took a break from YouTube is I quit my job! Yay! So, for those of you who didn't know, I used to work in retail, and it was increasingly awful as it went on. I'm probably going to get a new job, probably in retail, just working for a different company. And at the moment, I don't really feel like saying what company I worked for. And I have shockingly gone back to school. Also, for those of you who don't know, I dropped out of college after going for one semester in 2016. And right now, I'm just going to college part-time, taking actually just 2 classes. And I'm not sure if I'm going to go for a degree or not yet, so... Right now it's sort of just low pressure or no pressure, just gauging my interests in different artistic things. Because I got bored of my awful boring retail job. Well, I don't know if it's necessarily boring. There was always a lot to do, which was very stressful. So one of the main things that I want to talk about in this video is actually making the Infamous review and what it was like and why it took so long to make it. So I started writing it in early January of 2016, and once it got to May, I realized it was taking way longer than I thought it would to make it, so I decided to just go ahead and record what I had of the script so far, which ended up turning into part 1 of it, which I ended up uploading in July after I had edited it. This is July of 2016, of course. And then after that, I started college for one semester in 2016, and that really delayed the progress of writing for the video. By the time that I actually dropped out of college and tried to get back into YouTube and writing that video, it felt weird, and for the longest time I couldn't seem to make any real progress with the writing. It just didn't feel right to me. So what I decided to do was to just redo the whole video. Even though I had uploaded part 1 of it already, I wanted to redo the whole thing because I was lost, and I also thought that I could make it better. So what I did is I got a notebook, and just in my head, in my memories, I went through the entire game and just jotted down notes on it, not being as thorough as I had been before. I was super thorough the first time that I took notes on the game and tried to write the script. And I just jotted down all of the main points, got through the whole game, and then also talked about like the major other aspects of the design and whatnot. And I ended up turning that into a really nice script that I think worked out really well. The final script was finished in May of 2017, and it was over 27,000 words long. And that's with me cutting out a lot of things that were originally in it. I cut out so much from it just to get it down to being that short. And then in May, I recorded my commentary for the video. I actually recorded some even in the months after that, just because there's so much to get through. And I edited it for many months up until December of 2018, where I finished it and I uploaded all the parts. And the last part was uploaded very early in January of this year, 2019. So ultimately, it took 3 years to make, which is insane. So many of you are probably wondering just why it ended up taking that long, and I did explain it a little bit already, but I want to go into it just a bit more. So reasons why it took a long time. First off, I tried really hard. Like, I set out to make the best review of Infamous that has ever been made, and honestly, I think a big part of finishing that video was letting go of that concept and not being such a perfectionist and caring if it was the best review of the game ever, because ultimately I always could have done something in it better, and I just had to get it done. Ultimately, I think it is clearly the most in-depth review of the game online, but I'll leave it up to other people to judge whether it's the best one or whatever. Ultimately, it's just my opinion of the game, so who cares? But like I said, I went into an absurd amount of detail originally, and there was so much of it that I cut out and didn't even put in it that I could have talked about. But I think ultimately it was for the best that I cut it out, because it was already very long, and most of the things that I did cut out aren't necessary to talk about. They just went even more in depth than I ended up going. One other reason why it took so long was I didn't know exactly what I was doing. I know that I wanted to make this in-depth review, sort of similar to RedLetterMedia's Plinkett reviews. That's what originally inspired my idea to make the Infamous review.
Star Wars The Phantom Menace was the most disappointing thing since my son.
But I wasn't sure, how I was going to structure it, and I just figured out everything as I went, basically. And I'm hoping that means that now that I've gone through that once, if I wanted to make a similar type of video, I could do it quicker. Hopefully. I don't know. And while I was making the video, I got bored of making it because it was taking so long to make it. I just got tired of making it, and that made me procrastinate a lot. But yeah, I pushed through, and I eventually did finish it, of course, even though at many points I didn't want to. In many ways, scrapping the video and moving on, it would have been both beneficial and hindering to me at the same time, because on one hand, it would be nice to move on and just make more videos, but on the other hand, I think it really is good that I stuck with it and followed it through and just finished it rather than gave up on it. I think there's a lot of valuable lessons about perfectionism or lack thereof that I learned while making it, and just other things about how to make this type of video, which I can use in my future videos. I'm really starting to cough a lot from all this talking. But I'm very glad that I finished it, like, so incredibly glad. But yeah, if for some reason you haven't seen that video yet, you should go watch it, because it's cool. It took me 3 years to make, and it's almost 3 hours long. Shit, Jesus Christ. Stop swearing, Zach, okay. Alright, there's really a lot of lightning going on in the film right now. Sort of topical that there would be lightning while I talk about Infamous. Ultimately, I think that my Infamous review was a very fitting end to my coverage of the Infamous series, which I know lots of you might not like to hear, but I don't want to be obsessed with, the Infamous series and over making videos about it forever. So I have decided that video, my Infamous review, is officially my last Infamous related video that I'm making. If they announced another game, would I make more videos? Yeah, sure. But until then, so long, Infamous. Okay, that didn't seem sincere. So long, Infamous. No, I am not reviewing Infamous 2. For the longest time, I really wanted to review Infamous 2 and maybe even go back and review Infamous Second Son again and go into the DLCs as well. But the way I feel now after finishing the Infamous review is that the era of Infamous on my channel is simply over. I think over the years I've sort of just worn myself out on the topic of the Infamous series, and I have thoroughly covered it. And I have way more interests, and, you know, for as long as there aren't any more games in the series, I'm done for now. Alright, that was like the third time I've said that or something. Anyways, guys, I love the Infamous series. And if I'm going to stop making videos about it, like, I'd rather end on a high note than drag it on forever until the videos become just, like, forced, boring, and just pointless trash. Hey guys, how's it going? This is the Power Gunner, and welcome to Infamous Second Age Power Ideas number 663. Today's comment comes from Mad Gamer, who says, I have a power idea for Infamous, electricity power. So here's one of my ideas for how the electricity power... Wait, hold on. I think Sucker Punch already did that power, actually, now that I think about it. Shit, now we have to find another comment. Alright guys, so this power idea comes from a comment left by Sammy Long, who says, I wonder if we ever get the power of Superman, like flight, invulnerability, super strength, heat vision, or first breath. To which Death Hunter 101 replied, sorry to crush your dreams, but that won't happen. Yes, it will! Alright, so I think that Sammy Long was trying to say invulnerability, not invulnerability. So that's what I'm gonna go with here, meaning that when you have the power to be Superman, you can be invincible, unless your enemies have a magic green rock called kryptonite. This is pretty basic knowledge, if anyone knows anything about Superman. Now, I know what you're thinking about this power. First off, isn't this just stealing an idea from another published superhero medium? And my answer to that is, who cares? Second off, wouldn't the game not be very fun if you're incredibly overpowered? And that is an interesting thing to bring up, right? Is how difficult a game might make it less fun if it's too easy, but I think the most fun games out there are easy games. Usually when I play games that are difficult, for example, any of From Software's games, I tried playing their game Bloodborne once, and that game had a lot of cool things in it. I mean, not as cool as Infamous, but the game is so hard that it makes it not fun to play. I just can't get past it, so how am I supposed to play the game if I can't beat anything in it? Anyways, as Superman, you can also fly, and you can fly anywhere. You can fly outside of the map and just break the game, which would be super fun. This is why Superman's powers would be perfectly fitting for an Infamous game. So, something that's cool is I wrote a letter to Sucker Punch asking them to watch my Infamous review, and they did. So, they sent me some things in the mail afterwards, which was pretty cool. I'll show you real quick. Alright, so first off, I got a postcard from Sucker Punch, and I don't really feel like showing all of what they say on it, but one thing that they did comment on, which I thought was cool, is they said that everyone looks very young in the old behind-the-scenes videos that I added into my review. So yeah, thank you to everyone at Sucker Punch, and especially to Billy Harper, because Billy Harper, he's kind of like my inside guy. Like, not really, he doesn't give me any secret information or anything. But on Twitter, he always responds to my messages, which is very nice of him. And if not for him being so helpful, Sucker Punch may not have even seen my letter. So yeah, that's awesome. Thank you, Billy. You are great. But that's not the only thing that they sent me. There's two more things. I'll show you the less cool one first. Good God. Kill me already. Alright, so this is a pin for Ghost of Tsushima. Oh god, it has the sort of logo of the game. I'm guessing this is the logo of some, like, samurai clan in the game or something. It's like these two arrows in a circle. But yeah, this is very cool. I'll put it on my shirt. So there's my Ghost of Tsushima pin. I really need some water. Anyways, they did send me one more thing, which is this. a signed copy of Infamous, which is awesome. This means a lot. I'm sorry, it probably sounds like I'm about to cry or something, but this is actually not getting me emotional enough to cry. It's my coughing is, oh god. Please send help. And I don't know what percentage of Sucker Punch signed this. For all I know, it could have been all of them, or maybe just the ones who worked on the first Infamous who are still working at Sucker Punch. But yeah, seriously, thank you. That's awesome. There's no way in hell that I would ever sell this. So it's cool. It's, oh, I forgot about all those. Okay, those just fell out. Yeah, it even has the game in there. So now I have 2 copies of Infamous. And what just fell out was all of these Sucker Punch stickers. Looks like there's 4 of them. I don't know how or if I'm going to use them yet, so I probably will, but I just don't know what to put them on. Okay, so there we go, guys. I'm dying, and that is my last Infamous content on this channel. Last time that I talk about it. I mean, I'm sure I'll mention it here and there in videos, but last time anything will be focused around Infamous. There we go. Alright, so now I'm going to talk about the future of my channel and some big changes coming to it. So the biggest change, which if you've paid attention to my most recent videos...
I'm dying.
No, I'm gonna die.
No.
I need to get struck by the lightning to bring me back to life. So if you've paid attention to my last few videos, what you've probably noticed is my channel is no longer going to just be about video games. My videos will also now be about whatever the hell I want them to be about. So that means movies, Legos, Taylor Swift. Maybe my sister will unfortunately make a stupid Paddington video once in a while. But yeah, really, I want to expand my channel to be a critique of all forms of entertainment and storytelling. So it could also be music, books, TV shows, etc. And video games will still be a part of my channel. They obviously always have been, and they're a big passion of mine, and they will still be something covered on my channel, just not the only thing. Mainly, my live streams will still focus on me playing video games, and my next video will be a gaming video for real, like I'm actually going to be talking about video games in it. Part of the reason for this change is that lately I've not been into video games as much as I used to be, which I will talk about a little more in my next video. Hey look, I think it's oozing a little. It's probably been oozing a little. Something new to my channel is the concept of seasons. So everything from when I changed my name to MADMAN'S Knowledge up until the end of the Infamous review is being considered Season 1. And everything after the Infamous review for now is Season 2. The reason for this is to signify both two sort of major changing points in my channel. Season 1 is really about me changing my channel name and trying to finish the Infamous review. And then Season 2 will focus more on me moving on from Infamous and, you know, just making videos about video games and really trying to change my channel into something different and more and bigger, you know? So yeah, that's the concept of seasons. This is actually, let's see, this is Season 2, Episode 5 right now. Live streams, I briefly mentioned them already. But as soon as I fix my PC, I'll go back to live streaming. By the time this is uploaded, I might have been streaming already. I'm going to finish the Infamous Melee only streams, which will be the last time that I play Infamous on my channel. And I would like to stream a few other games, but this update video is actually getting rather long, so I'm not going to go into all of that like I had originally planned. One thing is I have a new laptop. That's how I'm recording this video right now, since my desktop is broken. The laptop is capable of playing games, although I think is not quite as powerful as my desktop. But it's nice to have a portable gaming computer, because then I can have it in my room and play games on my projector. Now, one thing that I always used to talk about on How's It Going is the recent games I've been playing. And I'm going to save the games I've been playing recently for the next video because it's going to focus on that. But instead, I'll talk about some recent entertainment I've been experiencing. So for movies, I've been doing this thing where I'm trying to get into horror movies more than I've been in the past because I have a growing interest in the horror genre. So I've assembled a list of 100 classic, popular horror films, or not necessarily popular, but ones that I've just heard are good. And I'm sort of going through them at a slightly random order, but trying to go through the oldest ones first. And yeah, that's been fun so far. It's a nice Halloween season thing to do. Oh god, I'm dying. TV, Stranger Things Season 3, I watched it. It was pretty cool. Might make a video about it. I've been rewatching the Battlestar Galactica remake, which is really a fantastic show. In fact, I might make one or more videos about it in the future. Books. For the longest time, I was not reading for fun anymore. I stopped doing it because school made it boring. Then I decided to do it again by reading The Lord of the Rings by J.R.R. Tolkien. And that book took me a year about to read. It was great. I loved it. I had seen the movies before. Once I finished it, I went back and watched the movies and marathoned them. It was awesome. I might make a video about Lord of the Rings, but I'm not sure just because that would be such a, massive undertaking, because it's such a long story. Then I read Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep, which, is that on my shelf here? Hey, that is on my shelf here. Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep, which is the novel that inspired the Blade Runner films, both Blade Runner and Blade Runner 2049, which are some of my favorite movies. Well, 2049 at least is. This is possibly the best movie ever made, or my favorite movie. I'm not sure though. I am dying. And then, right now, it's on a shelf over there, so I don't want to go walk and get it, but I've started reading The Tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise. Alright, so music. I've been listening to K-Flay a lot more lately. I'm actually going to go to one of her concerts soon, and I would like to make a video about K-Flay's newest album as well, which I think is really good. And then lately I've been listening to Of Monsters and Men's album My Head is an Animal a lot. I really like the unique sort of folk rock sounds on that album. Now, I know, I can hear you all screaming it at the top of your lungs. Have you heard the new Taylor Swift album yet? Yes, I have. Love her. It was released towards the end of August. And I will make a review of it sometime soon, but I don't know how soon. Alright, so that's that. One other thing is social media. If you don't already follow me on Twitter, my Twitter is @MadmanKnowledge. So, follow me if you want some updates and stuff. But I do try to post most of it on my YouTube community tab. And the new thing is I made an Instagram. It's @Madman_knowledge. Because some asshole took Madman Knowledge already. So go follow me there. I post cool things. I also post some other art and creative things that don't have to do with YouTube. And I want to give a shout out to Karma's Champion on Instagram. He makes really great Infamous memes, so you guys would probably like that. Go check him out. Alright, we're almost done with the update video, guys. We're almost done, and I am almost dead. Alright, so Patreon. If you guys don't know what Patreon is, it is a platform where YouTubers can be beggars on the street, except online. So it's not considered to be quite as trashy, but it really is disgraceful, and the same thing. So I am proud to let you guys know that I am now, I have been for a while now, one of these YouTubers begging for money on this platform. In all seriousness, I'm not begging for your money, but if you'd like to support my show, then you can pledge to donate $1 or more to me per month. If you do, you'll get a few cool perks. let's quickly go through what those perks are. Hopefully I'll get through it before I die. So if you become a patron, you'll get access to exclusive update posts on my Patreon. Basically, these posts will just be written and they will give you updates about what I am currently working on. Early access to some of my videos. Now, I haven't completely figured out exactly how I'm going to do this, but if the video that I make is really significant, then patrons will get to see the video 1 week early. And for other videos, I think I'll just judge it on a case-by-case basis. I'll probably do 1 day early access, and on some of them I just won't do early access. Like I said, just a case-by-case thing. Behind the scenes and outtakes from my videos. Those are for each new main episode of the season. So basically it'll be behind the scenes and outtakes. I mean, you know what that is. It's me showing you how I made the videos, and like a blooper reel basically. For this video, it'll probably just be me coughing constantly. And the last thing is you'll get credit as a patron in my outros and in my credits in the description of my videos. I am so incredibly enthusiastic right now. But yeah, that's happening, and if you want to get a taste of what the behind the scenes videos are like, well, for a few of them, I have made them free for anyone to see. Just go to the description and click on the links for them. Those are the ones for the Taylor Swift video, the Paddington review, and for this video. So yeah, that way you guys can get a taste of what that's like, and hopefully I will be uploading videos much more often now, so hopefully that'll mean it'll be worth it for those of you who are willing and able to give me all of your money. Okay, seriously. Give me as much money as you feel like giving. If you don't want to give me money, then, don't. And I don't have tiers anymore for the rewards that I do on Patreon, so if you simply pledge $1 or more, you'll get all of those rewards. Right now, my goal on Patreon is to get 1 more patron so that someone other than my sister can be supporting me there. Alright guys, I have one more very exciting thing to bring up before the end of this episode, and that is that I have totally revamped and relaunched my Patreon. Now, I gotta be honest, it's been kinda hard on Patreon for the last 1.5 years or so. The same goes for ad revenue on YouTube after, the event. It's not easy to have a bad reputation in the eyes of the media. I've lost thousands of subscribers ever since that article first came out. And viewership is not quite as high as it used to be. So that is why I could really use your guys' help on Patreon. So I am back at it with Patreon, and we have a new Patreon reward. That's right guys, you can now pledge as little as $10 a month to ensure that your power idea ends up in the next episode. So go ahead and neon dash over to my Patreon page and pledge your $10 so that together we can save Infamous. But first, I want you guys to comment drop that like button and have a great day. Okay, that's it. I'm about to die. So, bye.